What's up, guys? Welcome back to
Flywheel Films.
What's up, Manny?
What's up, dude? Yo, it's been a while.
Dude, it's been a while. I just got engaged.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Yeah.
This is Italian beer, and that's where I've been for the last almost 2 weeks. So I actually went to Italy, and then I went to China for a few days. China was for work, but Italy was for fun. Finally, some fun. I don't take many vacations, if any, ever, but Jess made me take a vacation, and now I know why. She proposed. The same Jess you remember from the earlier road trip out to Miata reunion.
You rented out a nice little car out there too.
Dude, yeah. So that's why we have this Italian beer here. I wanted a small car like the Miata, or I really wanted a Fiat 500, because what's more Italian than that? But I was stuck with a free upgrade in the form of a Dodge Avenger, which is terrible car, but it was a manual, so that was kind of cool. But I really missed having my car. I'm stoked to get back and try out my taillights some more, because I basically installed the taillights and then left. Dude, Manny, you should get some taillights.
Yeah, I got some just like yours, but they're better.
All right, so dude, you were a bit jealous of my taillights, and Archaic actually let us know that there was some new lights in stock, and they're not just like mine. They're actually maybe cooler, like you said. They're maybe better. These are the RGB taillights, which I'm really curious about. We're not going to show an unboxing because, well, it's the exact same unboxing experience as before, so the box part it's useless, right?
Same thing. Yeah. Get rid of this thing.
Dude, wait, no, the lights are in there.
Oh.
All right, just kidding. They were not actually in the box, but dude, those things look sick. And these are actually the smoked lenses, unlike my clear lenses. So that'll be another difference. We'll show them side by side, you know, without the paper packaging on them. But pro tip, leave the packaging on while you're installing them, just in case you brush up against it and you got tools in your hand and stuff. Like that should be kind of the last thing to come off, in my opinion. But yeah, these are the RGB lights, which should be similar to mine, and have the same functionality, of course, as mine, but have RGB functionality through an app control, which will be really interesting.
Yeah,
so we'll definitely be testing all that out. And I guess now it's time for installation. So Manny's actually already pulled out his trunk panels. I've shown you guys that on so many videos, so we're not really going to show that today, but it's just a bunch of pop rivet thing, not rivets, what do you call them?
The plastic, they're right there on the ground.
They're just just these little plastic clips. So we're not going to show that again, but we'll go ahead and uninstall these lights. We'll remove them, and then start pulling these in, and we'll connect them all together and see how it works.
RGB.
All right, so just as a reminder for folks, it is a 10 millimeter. I say A10. It's actually 6 10 millimeter screw things, nut things, on the back of each light. So that's pretty easy. Set those aside. I would recommend using like a magnetic plate to hold them, but I've neglected to buy one of those, and it's been years of saying I should get one, so do as I say, not as I do. What's funny though is we removed all these plastic panels, and Manny realized there's some funky wiring going on back here, and dude, I think that is for a reverse camera. Did you know you had reverse camera wiring?
I had no idea. I actually have a box for a reverse camera that's been sitting in my garage for 2 years because I've just been too lazy to do it. Come to find out, it's already in here. I just have to put the camera.
So stay tuned for another video when we do Manny's reverse camera. I've filmed how to do a reverse camera, but we should still do it in your car just because I think that'd be interesting. And dude, we should have a reverse camera party, because I keep complaining about my reverse camera. I kind of hate it because I hate all the LEDs.
Yeah.
So I need to get a new reverse camera, and we can just do like a reverse camera hangout.
True. We got that.
Dude, yeah. Parties. Okay. Got your side out?
Yeah, all the bolts, but I have to take off the connectors.
Right. So next up, removing the connectors just so we can remove the entire lighting assembly. They're not really that hard to remove, but NC2 and NC3 lighting assemblies, it should be the same for NC1.
I think so.
But I believe these lights are NC2 and NC3 specific. I say that because the box says 2008 to 2015. And that basically means, some markets overseas, the NC2 started in 2008 model year. Here in the US, it was 2009. So I'm going to go ahead and say probably not compatible with NC1. But I'll see if I can double check with those guys and find out. But Yeah, and by the way, all this will be linked below in case you're interested in Manny's taillights, but we'll also put mine down there just in case you're interested in those too. You can see which ones you like more, but I don't know, having the RGB functionality is just kind of fun.
I'm excited.
Okay, so here's what I've discovered, Manny. Remember on my car, we didn't take out the side plastics? Mm-hmm. And that made it really annoying.
It was really...
This is so easy. What were we thinking? So, got access to all that. All the connectors are unplugged. All the bolts are undone. So all you have to do is pull. And I pulled gently, but like firmly. That doesn't make sense, does it? Yeah, gentle, but with like precision and intention. And and it just comes out. It may stick a bit because this like rubber gasket type thing like might just have seized your car a bit. Not seized, it's kind of the wrong word. It's not metal or anything, but a little bit of moisture here. Did you wash your car recently?
Yeah. Very recently. Like
Okay, that makes sense.
20 minutes ago.
Okay. So that's the okay. Easy does it, and then it's kind of like straight out. Yeah.
Hey,
So, oh, good. Yeah, just pull till it either breaks or comes out. Hopefully it just comes out. So,
both.
Clean.
There we go.
Your car looks like its eyes were ripped out.
Yeah, seriously.
Like its tail eyes.
Right.
Yeah, all
Kind
right.
of looks sick, actually.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool, dude.
Weight reduction?
Yeah.
Also illegal. So let's get the new ones thrown in. So this up here, there's this tab thing,
that's the top,
which goes on the towards the inside of the car.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so basically what we'll do is we'll feed the wires through that hole, the big hole, not the small one, and then we'll peel peel the plastic just around the edges, but we'll leave it on the face, but all the way around the bottom. There we go. That way we can get it off, but it's still protected. And you'll just feed it back through. Yep, just like that. And boom. Dude, that's gonna look sick.
Fuck you. So cool. Let's go.
And so, now what you'll probably want to do is feather the 3 screws on. Just like all 3 finger tight as you can, and then we'll tighten them down so it's kind of like all evenly spread throughout the pressure's evenly spread.
Don't do that.
Just so the light, we make sure it seats in properly without gaps. And then we'll do the same with the other side. Cheers. Beer break.
This is really good.
Isn't that really good?
It's really good.
Yeah, it's just a light Italian. I mean, it's like, I'm trying to think, like it's like the Coors or the Corona, but like not U.S. or Mexico, but like Italian.
Yeah, that's actually pretty spot on.
Yeah, there's a lot of different Peroni varieties. I had a bunch of different types of Peroni over there. Even some that are like almost non-alcoholic. Like there's like one that's like 1.5%.
You took this on the plane?
No.
Oh.
No, I drank those over there like crazy, and then I got back, and Cameron had left a 6-pack in my fridge.
Nice.
Like a congratulations thing. I was like, dude, that's the best.
What a guy.
Yeah, what a guy.
Wow.
By the way, we're teasing something right here, in case you're still watching. Cameron, who's been on this channel many times, just bought an NC Miata. We'll just leave it at that. I'm not going to say anything about spec, color, all that. That's all going to be coming in a new video, but big news. Anyways, we've got the lights bolted in. They look great. Let's take a step back. Yeah, dude, just leave the plastic on. It looks good. No, just kidding. So now we have to connect the connectors. They did include instructions, just like my car. Basically the exact same instruction guide, but there's a new feature. They do have an installation video in case you want a video that's less exciting than ours, but maybe probably better. And unlike mine, there's a secondary pamphlet for RGB lights, and you have to install the Happy Lighting app, which you can do in... Oh, they even have instructions for mainland China. That's funny. Dude, China was crazy. Like, all the websites I couldn't access. It was nuts. All the great firewalls, they call it.
You forgot about that. Huh?
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, dude, this app's gonna be really fun to play with. So we'll check that out later. For now, connecting everything. It's pretty straightforward. They have these resistors that will connect, just like we did with my car. And the double fog, double reverse connection cable, which I think was actually optional. Like, they should just work plug and play. And we'll take a look at how they look, just plug and play.
Yeah.
Like, we'll test it out. Because you always want to test before you, like, reinstall the interior plastic.
Yeah, you don't want to get to the end of the job and nothing works.
Yeah. So... maybe we'll do that first, and then we'll see if we want to install this cable. And yeah, we'll make sure everything works. But dude, I'm stoked.
Let's get it.
Okay, so correction. To initially just plug them in without the double fog, double reverse thing, we just put in 2 cables, 2 connectors. So the white with the tan and another white with the gray. It's not super helpful, but all 4 connectors are different, so you don't have to worry about getting them mixed up.
Yeah, they're not mixing and matchable.
Yeah, so now's the time where we can test it. Really simple. I mean, just 2 connectors on each side. Wait, no, not quite yet. You know what we're missing? The resistors.
Oh, true.
So these get plugged into one of the connectors, and we don't even have to 3M them in yet. We can test with them just plugged in.
That is this thing, I
And so
assume?
that's the turn signal resistor. Yeah. So that goes on each side. So that means just one plug is left undone on each side, and that would be fixed with the double fog, double reverse connection thing. So we'll see how that looks with and without it.
Do you think I just have to turn the car on?
Um.
Look, does it do anything?
Oh, dude. Oh, let's do a whole startup animation.
Yo,
Dude,
that was dope.
that was way longer and cooler than
That was
mine.
actually really long. That was like 5-7 seconds long?
Yeah.
Hold on, let's do it again. Hold on.
Okay.
Did it turn off?
Yep.
Okay, ready?
Yep. Dude. It's doing the whole thing.
That's crazy.
That is so funny. And I think that is, I forget if that was an option. Oh, F plus G. So yeah, if you plug in F to G to each other, you can turn off the startup animation.
I think I'll leave it on.
Yeah, it's
for a
kind of
little
cool.
while.
It's kind of hilarious.
It's a little, but you know.
if you take yourself too seriously, that's not fun. So,
Is it blinking like it did in the other video right now? Are the lights blinking?
no, actually, they're perfectly solid.
Yeah.
Really interesting. Okay.
Wait, hold on. Why was yours doing it?
Wait, let's turn mine
And-
on right now.
Yeah,
Wait,
it does it.
dude, that's
What
really
the heck?
interesting. So that means the refresh rate, the hertz that these operate at are different.
Huh.
I don't know what the difference is, but for you guys on the camera, mine's blinking, Manny's is solid, but for us in real life, they're both solid. So it's just mine has got a different reverse or hertz refresh rate than Manny's. That's really interesting.
Yeah, that's a weird little Easter egg.
All right, I think you might have to turn your car on for testing the other features though.
Let's see.
Fire it up. Sounds good. All right, let's do a left turn signal. Works great. A right turn signal. Yep. Let's throw
Reverse?
flashers on. Looks good. And then turn those off. Let's do reverse. Okay, so reverse doesn't work.
Huh.
Which is the same thing mine did until we did that double reverse thing.
Right.
So my theory is that like it sounded like this double reverse double fog light cable was optional, but I don't actually know if that's true because we also couldn't get the reverse light to work at all for my car until we used this.
Right.
Let's
So
install
not
it.
so optional.
Not so optional. All right, so we've got this covered. Installed this cable that connects all the way across from one side to the other. On one side, you connect it to the reverse light or fog light. Which one was it? Oh, and it came off. So this is an interesting thing right here. This cable connector that they provide doesn't seem to snap into place, so you will have to like tape it. I had to do the same thing on my car, which I didn't know if it was like a one-off thing, but now that it's happened on 2, I think that is probably the unfortunate reality. Yeah, so that goes into place right there. It just doesn't stay unless you like tape it, but for now I'm just gonna like just verify it stays in, and then you connect basically all the connectors with the right color. So it's pretty straightforward. So on one side it's the fog light, and the other side it's the reverse light, and that should allow everything to work. So let's fire it up again and check everything. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull the plastic off. Left turn signal works.
Right.
Right works.
Hazards.
Hazards work.
Reverse.
Reverse works.
Hey.
Hey.
Nice.
And I guess brake light. Yeah. All right, everything works.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that was it. That was great. That was straightforward. So I guess we'll just electrically tape the connectors from the cross car connector thing, double fog, double reverse connection thing, and then yeah, package it all up, finish it out. Easy mod.
Got to download the Happy
Lighting app. Happy Lights app.
Let me get that right now.
Yeah. Apparently you can scan the QR code if you're an Android user, but for Apple you have to, for some reason, type it in to the App Store, which is hilarious. So we'll see how that works, but I'll get to taping. All right, so downloading the app, super easy.
Yeah.
How does it look?
This is the interface.
All right, super easy, obvious interface.
Yeah.
And car in the background. Dude.
That's baller, dude.
That
oh, yeah. So
cool.
I turned the car on. It asked if you want to connect to Bluetooth.
Yep.
So I guess this somehow has Bluetooth.
Okay.
And then boom, like I didn't do anything else.
So it just worked right away?
Right away.
Nice.
That's pretty sick, actually.
Okay. So that's really great. Here's the thing. And I mentioned this in Austin's recent video about interior underglow. Wait, interior ambient lighting.
Mm-hmm.
I have that in my car. It had an app to adjust the colors and do fun things. The business went under. The app was removed from the marketplace, and now I can no longer do anything with them. I hope that's not the case with these. Yeah, although this just defaults to like just being like my taillights. So if, God forbid, anything happens to this company, you still have cool aftermarket taillights.
Yeah.
You just don't get the cool out functionality. Unless they keep the app running forever.
It has the music option, so it can time it with...
Wait, can you play?
I don't know. Hold on, let's see.
It's Ava Max. That's a famous song, which means this whole part's probably muted because of copyright.
That was cool though.
No, it's cool. It's not. It's funny. Like it sort of syncs with the song, and it doesn't really seem that obvious. But okay, that's kind of cool.
It says I can tape myself to. Hold on, let's see. Is it listening to me? Hello? Oh, maybe not. I don't know. It has some other features, but I'll play with it.
Yeah, if you want to play with it, figure out what it does, and maybe you can get a clip of it at night.
Yeah, that's when it's gonna be.
And that'll
really
be
good.
super sick. So it's not a like drastic difference, but you can definitely tell yours are a little darker than mine, which is a side-by-side of smoked versus not smoked.
Yeah, it's kind of subtle.
So what do you even call this video? To smoke or not to smoke? That was the question. Or that's Shakespearean. Dude, that's pretty wild.
Dude, that looks so sick, man.
That's cool.
Oh my god. All right, so it's been a few days, but here's the Miata at night. All right, so this is the Miata at night with the new taillights. You can tell they're actually pretty bright. They look brighter than they actually are on camera, but the app actually lets you adjust a couple things. So there's a brightness slider. If you look back at the car, if I bring it all the way up, you'll notice it just got a little brighter. If I bring it all the way down, it's a little dimmer. So you have quite a bit of adjustability here. I can also, as you already know, I can change the colors, the brightness within those colors. There are some preset colors that you can select, but then you also have the color wheel and you can choose a more personalized setting. I still haven't gotten to figure out exactly how to make it do the exact same thing every time, but I think I just need to play with it a little bit more. I like the red just because it kind of makes sense, but the white looks really cool too, in my opinion. It actually looks pretty sick. I went on a cruise recently and everybody was like, yo, this looks super sick. So I think it looks really cool too. I was a little apprehensive at first how this was gonna look. I knew it would look good, but this looks a lot better than I thought it would, especially at night. It just really brings it together. So that's really sick.
All right, they are fully installed, looking really cool. Mine are really boring right now, just plain red. Manny's are literally playing. Well, it's going with the song right now, but the song's on mute, but that's hilarious. Yeah. And by the way, we found out you can set these lights to any color while you're driving, and once you hit the brake pedal, it goes to bright red braking lights.
So it's legal.
So it's legal, which is crazy. And there's a lot of other functions in the app. Manny's gonna try it out for a bit, see what we can learn, but dude, that's awesome. So let us know if you have any questions. Now, I know it's a little redundant with the video we did with my taillights, but hey, call us taillight bros or something. I don't know. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, let us know if you have any questions. Of course, they'll be linked below. Huge shout out to Archaic for, I guess, making these. And yeah, it's a wild world now. And dude, I really like how they look on your car. Like, we didn't know how it'd look, but like your car being true red means the original red taillights like kind of just didn't jump out too much.
Yeah,
So, like,
that's true.
When we removed the stock taillights from my car, all red was gone unless my car is turned on. Your car's still red, but now it has like a really nice, clean looking smoked out taillight design. So
Cool.
congrats, dude. Hope you enjoy them. Stay tuned for a lot more mods, of course. Maybe Manny can do a build, a breakdown of what he's done with his car so far, what's coming into the future.
Sure.
And cheers to you guys. Cheers to you, bro. It's so funny. They turn white to match reverse, but that's the color he's rocking with right now. And then as soon as he hits the brake, down there at the end, they will turn, yep, red. That's sick. Also, you're not crazy. I did change clothes before that last clip, but that's because I'm about to go see the Thunderbolts movie premiere tonight, which is epic. Do I have any Marvel fans in the viewers? What's up, guys? Welcome back to
Flywheel Films.
Dude, what's up, Manny?
Dude. Oh, fuck, I forgot. God damn it. Okay, dude, and what do I say? Away first?